So, thank you so much for being willing to do this with me.
No problem.
And do you have any questions before we start?
No, don't think so. Thank you.
Okay. So right away, I feel for you that you had like a feminine, like I feel it could be like a motherly figure, maybe a grandmother in your life
Yeah,
who passed away.
yeah,
And I do feel this person was very close to you, especially in your early childhood.
mhm,
And I feel this is a grandmother. I'm seeing her with like she's baking stuff, she's making food,
yeah,
and I feel that when you were a child, she really took care of she really took care of you.
yeah. That makes sense.
And she's saying now that don't forget that love and know that it's always with you now.
Mm,
And I'm also feeling like you may have even viewed like she may have played more of a motherly role in your life.
yeah,
And yeah, I feel that she wants you to know that she did see you like also like in the like she had so much love for you is like what I'm feeling. And right now she's saying like she really wants you to know that you're very you're a very strong person now. And she's been she's been taking care of you even on the other side.
mhm.
And I'm getting also right now like another person who has passed. I feel like this person they they could have been like I'm getting a male,
Yeah,
and I feel that I feel my heart a little bit hurting. I don't know, like my chest, like maybe this person had some issues with their heart or their chest, or maybe that's how they passed.
yeah,
I'm hearing this person saying, like, I'm really sorry for how things ended. And I feel that there was a lot of chaos in this person's life, especially around like before their passing.
mhm,
And this person really, I feel like they are saying, like, you deserved better in that time. You deserved more. And I heard, like, I'm really sorry you had to see some things. Oh, oh, sorry, I didn't catch that. It cut off.
yeah. Sorry, I'd got a call coming through. Sorry.
No worries. Were you saying something?
No, I was just saying that that does make sense. Thank you.
Okay. And I feel that this person, I am getting kind of like a really close connection. And I'm also hearing that it will take some time for you, of course, and take your time with it. But forgiveness will help you with that person. And I'm also hearing from them that, like, yes, things were very chaotic for them, and there was a lot of things like just all over the place is like what he's showing me.
Yeah.
But he's saying now that, like, he's saying, like, the past doesn't matter anymore. All we can focus on is now. And he he is in peace now. He's and like he's really trying to let you know, like, he really is in peace now, and he has learned a lot, and he's seen things his whole life from a higher perspective. And especially with that situation, the situations he was dealing with, he understands a lot now. And I'm also getting just a lot of compassion. And he also says, like, thank you so much for caring about me in my life. Like, thank you for showing me that, like, thank you for, like, caring for me and loving me, supporting me, because it did really help me in my lifetime and even after right now. And he has so much compassion for you and love for you.
Sorry, I'm crying.
No, it's all okay. Oh, I wish I could hug you, and I know that they're hugging you. Your angels are hugging you.
Thank you.
And I also heard from him that he's saying, like, I'm so proud of you, because even though you've you've seen though that craziness, even though you have went through all of those things, like, you are still standing strong, and you are still choosing to look forward in your life and to have another day. And he's he's saying also, like, know that you're not separated from him, or your grandmother either, and anyone else. Like, you're always connected to them, and they're always wanting to help you and wanting to communicate with you and wanting to send you signs. And maybe you have seen signs, maybe you have seen things recently, and they will pop up in your mind. And know that that's them trying to communicate with you and letting you know that everything's okay with them. And they want you to also be feeling happy about yourself and excited about life. And also, I don't know, I feel like this could be your grandmother. Maybe it's both of them, but I feel it's more your grandmother, because I'm getting a lot of energy with your childhood and the people around you in your childhood. and I'm feeling that like they want you to remember being a child and being around them and like experiencing that love and knowing that that feeling can still be found now, that like that love is still there. You know, just because they're gone, that doesn't mean the love is gone. And you know, they keep trying to emphasize that to me, like tell her that I we love her so much and that it never stopped. It's like they're like over pouring it to you. And I feel that even your grandmother, she may have been over loving, like over giving. You know, if she baked you cookies, she would bake you a whole bunch of cookies.
Yeah.
And you know, she just goes extra for you. And like she's still doing that. Like she wants like she's doing the most. And she's still doing the most. And maybe this is kind of random. Maybe she even like gave you like shoulder massages or something like that.
I don't remember, but maybe when I was
Yeah,
7 months. Yeah.
maybe. I feel like, yeah, I feel, I just, I have, there's so much pure love from her. And she wants you to always remember that and always connect to that. And I'm even seeing like an image, like a vision of like a young girl and an older woman is doing her hair and taking care of her and just, you know, like encouraging her, motivating her.
Yeah.
And know that she's still doing that whenever you are getting ready and for like an event or whatever and you're trying to look nice, she's up there encouraging you, motivating you and being like, "Wow, you're so beautiful. Look at my granddaughter. Oh, she's going to blow everyone away." Like she's like your biggest hype person. And I'm also feeling that with the with the other person, the male.
Yeah.
I feel like he could be like maybe he was like a brother or cousin or something like that or like a friend.
Yeah. My brother.
Oh yeah. That's what I felt like. I felt he was connected more to you because I felt that he is with your grandmother and that they are together. And you know, I hope that gives you some kind of comfort also knowing that he wasn't alone on the other side. And you know, when he was passing, like he wasn't alone. His he had your grandmother, he had other angels.
Yeah. I'd been thinking about that actually, whether he was on his own.
Yeah, and I feel that, yeah, I feel he for sure wanted to confirm that with you to know that he's like, he's safe, he's protected, he's with his loved ones and your loved ones. And I also feel that there may have been an older male who has died, like maybe a grandfather or great grandfather.
Yeah.
And I definitely I see them all together. Like there's a lot, and there's just like they're slowly coming forward, and I feel for that grandfather also really is also with, you know, your grandmother and your brother, and he's also watching over you.
Yeah.
And I feel that he was very protective over you, and he is protective over you. And it's interesting because I feel like your grandparents are kind of like they're very parently with you.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time there when we were little with,
Yeah.
both sets of grandparents. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think that's so beautiful because I'm really getting the energy. They treated you like you're their own child,
Yeah,
and they still see you that way. Like, oh, like that's my child, you know, that's my baby, and I will protect. Like they will protect you every single day of your life, and also if when you're in if you're ever grieving and you feel like, oh, I miss them, they want you to know that they are there, and there will you all will reunite in that way. But right now, I have a positive feeling about it in the sense of like I have angels protecting me in my life, and I know who they are, and like having that comfort of like that love and care they gave me, and like that help and support, they can give that even more now. Like they're saying that to you, that we can help you in even more ways now, and that is like a positive.
yeah,
And I'm also seeing like a cottage or something, like a or like a lake house, and I feel that maybe as a child you all went on vacation somewhere, or like you had a specific spot you would always go to in the summer and just like be with your family, and you'd all just be out in nature. And I'm getting this as a message for you to go back to those places, or if you don't want to go back to those specific places because of the memories, go to new places that remind you of them, or like just be out in nature
mm,
and celebrate life the way you did with them. Because I'm getting I'm getting just like being near water, and like a lot of like just beautiful like nature, like scenery, like there's
yeah,
trees around and there's like fire, and even connecting more with like even connecting more with them as well,
yeah,
and knowing that you can connect with them. Like you don't have to be a quote unquote like medium to be able
yeah,
to connect with them. Like you are more connected to them than I am, because like you're the one that has the connection. I'm not. I'm
yeah,
just the messenger. And you have that ability to connect and communicate with them and receive those signs, and know that you you can do that. You can talk to them. You can, like, they want to talk to you. They want to connect with you. Like especially I'm getting like your grandmother like wants to like talk to you. I feel like maybe like you probably had like the closest connection to her, in the sense like it was more personal. And even make like doing little things like just saying hi to them. How are you? Send me a sign. And before you go to sleep, be like, send me a sign in my dreams, or like, let's have a conversation in our dreams. And then you might have a dream, and then you're like, whoa, that was them. And the
yeah,
more you do this, you're going to feel their presence literally right there with you. And you're gonna you're gonna feel so happy because you're gonna realize like, yeah, like they are really there. And I feel like they might even have been trying to show you like, hello, like we're right here.
I have had some things, and I just think it's my imagination. You know, and you think it's a way of trying to comfort yourself. Um, but in the last sort of few weeks, particularly, there's been quite a few things that, I felt my hair moving when I'm in bed, or somebody sitting on the bed when I'm in bed when no one's there. And I had an owl wake me up at 3 a.m. the other day. just
Oh wow.
just just such a, and I'm thinking, is it, or is it just coincidence, or am I going, crazy, or I don't
That is
know. But
definitely not a coincidence. Especially you said owls. Owls are so like they I love like the spiritual totem of an owl because they represent a lot of wisdom and intuition, and they can see things that other animals can't. Like they can see in the night, and they're very like silent. So for you to see, like, to wake up from an owl and have all these experiences is, it's telling you, like the owl is telling you, like, listen to your intuition. Like your intuition told you, like,
mhm,
oh, this could be, like, this could actually be someone sitting on my bed. This could actually be someone, trying to communicate with me. You have to listen
mhm,
to that first gut instinct because that's your
yeah,
intuition and that's always
yeah,
right.
you're
And
absolutely right. Yeah,
even, um don't doubt it and say like, oh, this is just for comforting me, like, because you can even think logistically of it, like what other reasoning would there be behind that?
yeah,
And I feel that, the more you strengthen that connection, even your own intuition, you will you'll be able to just have like smoother like dialogue, like
yeah,
you can open that up. And even if you want to, like, I'm just seeing an image of my head of like someone writing a letter. Like if you want, you could start out with just writing a letter to anyone that any of your loved ones, and they will see that, like they will read it, they will hear it, and they will respond back. And also pay attention to the animals also, because animals are signs that they're sending. Like the owl is a
yeah,
sign from them to listen to your intuition more, because when you listen to your intuition more and you trust it, when you see signs, you'll recognize them more.
yeah,
And especially also, the owls are so wise, and so you have inner wisdom that you need to unlock also. And I feel that also I'm hearing from your grandmother that, like, she has wisdom and knowledge she wants to share with you. And you might be called in the future, in the near future, to do certain things, to study different things, and you're like, I don't know why I want to go to that bookstore, but I just want to go there. I don't know why I want to do this, but I just feel like I need to do it. And she's
yeah,
saying, she's guiding you, like she's the one that's telling you, hey, go do this, hey, go there. And like when you follow that, you're gonna get a bunch of wisdom and like downloads, like a lot of like intuitive knowledge. And so she's really saying right now, like, focus on strengthening your intuition, focus on trusting yourself, and know that you have a lot of inner wisdom. You have a lot of knowledge, and you need to tap into it. And also know that when it comes to any like doubts or anything, know that you are powerful. Like you are gifted. We're all gifted. And I feel that your grandmother right now is saying, like, she's trying to help you. She's going to lead you to certain gifts to
That's good.
unlock.
I'm excited for that.
You should be. And I really feel you should be near the water. Like I keep seeing water, and like take a vacation or something. Like even if it's for a few days. If you want to go alone, go alone. But if you have loved ones that you have like anyone you want to go with, then
Yeah,
go with them and make it a. When you do it, you know, focus on like the intention of celebrating life and enjoying life and being in the present. And I really feel like it will be so healing for you just to be near the water and just to like
yeah,
talk to your just talking to be around love your loved ones and just feel that way you did when you were a child around them, because you will get that feeling back. Because I feel like you've been wanting that. You felt like that feeling has left.
mm. Do you want me to tell you where that comes from? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
So this last week went to a house of where we used to have really happy times, and we used to I used to take my kids there when they were young. It was the family home, and the people that lived there. So I had parents, step parents. There's no one left. Me and my sister were there, and we were saying that it just felt like everyone's a ghost, everyone's gone. You know, all those happy times have gone, and we didn't think that we could get those times back. Those that that too many of us have passed. Um, so what you've said makes real sense to me because what you're saying is, remember those times, and you can still have those times. It doesn't feel that way, and it hasn't felt that way, just because of the loss that we've had. But you, what you're saying makes sense because that is exactly what they would say. They would say, you can still get together and have good times, and as not exactly the same, obviously, but still have some good times.
You know what they're saying is that we can still be there. You can invite us. And I'm even seeing like if you think about it in a different perspective, you know, and like you're because yes, they're not physically there, but you can go back to that family home and be with your family and invite them in, like
Yeah,
tell them like come here in spirit, let's all celebrate as a family. And
yeah,
I bet you, especially if all of you are thinking and trying to connect with them, like it will be powerful, and you will feel their presence and you will feel their love. And I feel like that's why they keep emphasizing like you can have it, you can have that happiness and peace again. And it will like, and I heard, it might not be the same, but it can be it can be it can be different in a beautiful way.
I'm sorry, crying down the phone.
It's all good. And also, I'm hearing they want to say when it, you know, when it comes to loss and death and that kind of thing, they want you to know that it's not like they don't want you to think like, oh, like all of the loss that we faced in our family, they want you to think like all of the angels I have,
yeah,
all of the people that I have that are watching me in heaven and guiding me, all of the guardian angels I have, all of the people I have that can like help me like times 10 more than any living human can.
yeah,
And I feel a lot, I heard like you might have a lot of spiritual encounters, like more vivid with your loved ones on the other side. Like it will be more obvious. Like it'll be so obvious. I feel that the next time it will be very obvious is when you go back to your family home and you will literally feel them, and like anyone that is with you will also feel them, and it will be so healing. And know that you can, like, that connection is it's already strong. And it's also, when it comes to spiritual encounters, the reason why it takes time sometimes, and they'll slowly show up in little ways. They'll like you said, like they'll tap on your head, and then you'll feel a presence, and then sometimes you'll smell them. But I'm
yeah,
getting the energy that they're gonna be more vivid, they're gonna be more present, and they're just slowly doing this so that you can not get scared,
yeah,
Because I feel like if they just like popped out, you'd be like, "Grandma, what are you doing here?"
yeah. Probably. They know me well, and I'll probably freak out.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Yeah, that sounds really good, because I think that if I do trust and I do believe that what I am experiencing is them, and it isn't only that I'm trying to look for something, look for a
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like when you said, like, you don't have to look for anything because everything is already within. And
yeah,
how I said earlier, you don't need to be a medium to connect, because you have the connection.
yeah,
And just already knowing that, like, you don't have to seek outside of yourself for this inner wisdom that that, and this inner knowledge about them and about this whole entire situation. And I feel like you're going to be unlocking a lot of, like, the more you connect with your intuition and really trust it. Like, always remember that first thought you have, that first
yeah,
feeling, the first one is always the right one. The one that comes after that, and that's like, oh wait, maybe it's actually this, and then that comes the doubt. That's not your intuition. Your intuition is
yeah.
always the first feeling.
First one. Yeah, yeah,
And the more you connect, I feel you're gonna heal yourself, and you're gonna learn so much about yourself, and just a lot about your perspective on this whole thing. And your perspective will change. Like, it will go from grieving to gratitude.
yeah.
And I'm also hearing when you go into the family home again, and when you're when you like try to celebrate again, make sure you plan to do something fun, like an activity, because that will get all of you off of your minds. And like do like an actual physical activity. Like I'm seeing like jet skis or like canoeing, like water activities, like, or even like playing a game, like doing something physical where everyone has to focus on that thing will actually
Yeah,
create more fun, because you will focus on the present moment.
yeah,
And they really want you all to have fun. Like they keep emphasizing that. They're like, have fun. Like, what they're saying to me is that, that they're in heaven. You know that they're in a good place. And they're doing good, like they're happy. And so you all deserve to be happy as well. And they said you need to live life like you're in heaven. Also, I'm getting a message from your grandmother. Like she's saying you need to dress up more. Like dress up nice. Like dress up like maybe when you were younger she would dress you up, and like, she would even call you like a princess or something, and she would just make you look all fabulous, like you're ready to go to a ball. And she's
yeah.
saying you need to dress up like that. You need to you like even if you're not going anywhere, just dress up like that and be extra. Be all go all out, because I feel like that's from her too. Like she likes to go all out. And I don't know if you like the color red, but I'm seeing like a red dress, or maybe that
Yeah,
color would just help you, make you feel just more in tune with yourself. Because they like she's also saying like this is also a way of celebrating life and enjoying life, is enjoying yourself. Because how can you go to a party and have fun if you're not enjoying yourself? How can you go to a wedding and enjoy it if you're not enjoying yourself? Like, how can you enjoy anything if you're not enjoying yourself? Is what she's saying, and she wants you to like put on your best dress and do your hair and literally act like there's a red carpet waiting for you, and just like literally act like that. Be like, yes, there is a throne waiting for me and a red carpet. And though like and I'm ready to celebrate life and myself, and acknowledge like how strong you are, and like, how much you've gone through, and how much you've overcame. Like you are a very very strong and resilient person, and I don't even know you. That's what your angels are saying.
I don't feel strong.
You are strong because you're still trying. You didn't give up, and you didn't believe in your doubts. That's a lot of strength. And even you reaching out for a medium reading shows strength in wanting to connect with your angels. It
Yeah.
shows a lot of strength. And even I feel your brother coming back again. And he's saying, "You are so strong." And, he's saying, "I know for, especially with your brother, you may have had a lot of frustrations about it." And he's saying, "You are so strong because you have to acknowledge, like, you've experienced a lot and you're still standing here and you're still standing tall and you're still trying and you're not you're you know he's saying like don't not to compare like with that chaoticness that happened to me, but he's saying know that you're not in that chaos, and to not and even in chaos you're still calm, and that is resilience, that's strength. And he's trying to say, like, he's trying to bring that up because he's saying like that chaos, that whole energy, that entire thing, that whole thing that you witnessed,
Yeah.
know that even through that, like, you still were able to not be in that chaotic energy. You know what I mean? Like, even if there's a chaotic situation, you don't you don't become chaotic. Even if there's a tragic, crazy situation, you don't become in that situation. You're able to detach and be strong. And that's what he's saying. Like, you have always been strong. You've always been resilient. And I'm also feeling like, especially like with your childhood, you may have had to deal with certain things that kind of forced you to be strong.
Yeah.
And they're also saying like there are so many things that you have accomplished, right, in your life, and that you need to also realize, like, if it wasn't for you, like, for your own soul, like, if you didn't want to be strong and you didn't want to do those things, you wouldn't have. But you have been doing it. And they're saying like you accomplished a lot. You've done so much good, and they're telling me like you need to acknowledge yourself more and acknowledge your strengths and acknowledge your accomplishments, because when you do, you will realize you are very powerful. You are extremely powerful. And I'm also getting a lot of healing. Like, you're going to heal not only yourself, but you're going to heal your family. I'm hearing campfire songs, which is really random. And I feel like they're saying to me like you all should make a campfire and just sing. And it would really like bring the vibe up, like bring the spirit up of all of you. And I'm getting like baking again. I feel like your grandmother loved to bake. And, if you want to connect with her more, you should bake. Bake what she used to bake for you. And, even if, like, say you bake like cookies, like, leave one cookie for her and she'll eat it, like, from heaven. And, even like doing little things like that, like, it does build our connection with in that way, like from the other side. Just like in person, like if she was at your house, you'd
Yeah,
give her a cookie.
yeah,
And I'm also seeing right now, like, she's pinching your cheeks. And she's saying, I still see you as like your child self. Like, you're still that pure. You're still the same you. And I feel like also she wants you to connect more with your inner child.
yeah.
Hug your inner child, she said. Bake your inner child cookies. And also, I'm hearing her saying, like, mothering yourself, mothering your inner child will help you, because I am feeling like she did play that role of your mother, and you felt, because of her, like, her passing, like you kind of lacked that motherly figure. And
Mhm.
she's saying, like, you need to mother yourself right now, because your inner child
Yeah,
needs you.
yeah, that's right.
And I don't know if you're into dancing, but if maybe when you were young you liked to dance, but I feel
Mm.
like
Mm.
dancing would help you a lot, just to feel like free, because, like, children, like, they don't care what they do, like, they don't care who's watching, they're gonna do whatever they want and they're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And when you connect with that free, like, that childlike free energy of just like, I'm gonna just dance, I'm just gonna sing, I'm just gonna go swimming, I'm gonna go do whatever I want. And it's like that free energy.
Mhm.
you know Look at any child, like, they don't think about what they are doing, like, they don't dance and they're like, oh, I can't really dance that well, and they don't sing and they're like, oh, I can't really sing that well, like, they just do it.
They just go for it, don't they? Mm.
Yeah, and they have so much fun doing it. And even if they're making, like, if they're building with blocks, even if it all breaks down, they still laugh and they have fun. Every part of the
Yeah.
process for them is fun. And that's what they want you to connect with more, like that inner child, that funness that child has, like that freedom where they just, like, they just are, like, they just be, they just
Mm.
are. And they
Mhm.
want you to, like, especially your grandmother wants you to connect with that feeling of just being free. And doing anything that you like doing when you were a child will, like, really really help you connect with that feeling again. And you're gonna feel like we all have those things that when we did as a child, like, it just made our soul light up.
Mhm.
And you need to do those things and do them every day, because even if it's like 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, where every day you'll do this thing that your child self loves to do, that is a gift that you're giving to your inner child. Like, that's a gift you're giving to your soul. And really prioritize the importance of tending to yourself. because you deserve to feel that way. And I can tell that you want to feel that joy again. You want to
yeah,
feel that peace again, that freedom again. And your inner child is like, you can feel that way. You just need to connect with me. And I'm I'm like smiling so much right now, very randomly, and I feel like this is your grandmother just smiling so big, and she's so like, even I'm hearing also like your brother, your grandfather, like you have a lot of people. These are like the most, like these are the three people that are like coming up most, and with all of them, like they're just so proud and they're smiling right now because they know that you're like things are gonna get better. And I'm getting excited now because I feel like things are gonna get so much better for you and you're gonna feel so happy. And you might even look back on this, like how you felt, and you're gonna be like, wow, like I'm so glad that I I'm so glad that I like I did certain things for myself so I can feel that happiness again. I'm so glad I didn't give up on that
yeah,
feeling. And like they're like, yes, like they're so excited because they can feel, like I can feel also like you're more open now to experiencing joy,
yeah,
and know that you deserve it like so much. And also know this, like what they're saying to me is, when you're happy, they're also so happy. And when you're gonna go and dance, and when you're gonna go have fun, and when you're gonna go connect with your inner child, and when you're gonna go to your family home and have fun, they're gonna be having fun too, and they're gonna be enjoying it with you too, and they're gonna be so excited and so happy. Like just know that they're gonna experience it with you. You're not alone. You were never alone. They were experiencing everything with you. And also I heard like you should make a feast.
okay.
You should just make a feast of like your favorite foods, and then have like all your favorite people there, your favorite music, your favorite activities, your favorite everything. Like plan a day where it's just all good. It's just
Yeah,
like just imagine like what would the perfect day look like, and then plan that. And also, I want to share this because this is something that I do when I want to connect with my own angels. What I do is I will prepare for it as if I'm having like anyone come over. So like, how
yeah,
would you prepare for someone to come over your house? You would clean, maybe you'll make something for them, maybe you'll
yeah,
like set up a table, like you'll do certain things, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
especially for the specific person, depending on the person, you'll do specific things. So that's exactly what they want you to do. Like if you want to connect with them, just think of it like that. Okay, I'm inviting
yeah,
grandma over. What am I gonna do? Like I'm gonna clean up, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna light a candle for her. She likes candles, and she likes this smell. She likes the smell of peaches. I'm gonna put like whatever, like just little specific things. And then, when you're all done cleaning, when you're all done setting up, you're like, okay, hi grandma, like I'm inviting you over, like welcome. And just talk. And even what I do like is meditate and talk.
yeah,
And when you like are in that complete silence, and you're just clearing your mind, you will receive a bunch of things, a bunch of intuitive messages. And I feel like she wanted me to tell you this because she wanted you to do this. Like she wants you to connect with her more, invite her over more, write letters to her if you want. Like ask her to come in your dreams. Like because I feel like you had such a strong connection with her. Like it was like you were spending like almost every day with her, and maybe every day. And you can still have those conversations. You can still have like a little, I don't know if you have like a patio or like a balcony, but I just saw a balcony or like a patio, and I just saw like two people
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, I do. I do.
That's you do? Oh, that's amazing. Then go on the patio and
Yeah.
talk to her. I think she wants you to talk to her over there.
Mm, I've been there today. Just oh wow.
I really feel like being around nature for you will really, really help you connect more. And also, I heard like when you talk to her, like don't feel weirded out. Like I don't know why I got that. Like if you might feel a little bit shy, you might feel like, oh, maybe she's not hearing me, or like, oh, I'm not getting like an instant response. Like just release all of the doubts and just know like she hears it. She's heard all of it. And even like, you know, like you don't even have to say it out loud if you don't want to. Even if you're just sitting there thinking about her, she feels it. And I feel like maybe you have like some of her jewelry.
Um, yeah, I've this week I've got a few things. I've got them around me now.
And yeah, I feel like I'm seeing like a lot of earrings, and I feel like she's saying like
Yeah.
you should wear them, like wear the big nice earrings. Like I'm getting like I'm getting also like when you wear her jewelry, you'll feel more connected to her also, and just having them
Mm,
around. And also like if you have pictures of her, like put them up. I feel like you'd really feel comforted, seeing like familiar faces.
mhm.
And your grandma says like she's giving you a very very tight hug right now.
Mm.
And I don't know if she had like a nickname for you. Like I heard Snuggle Muffin. I don't know if that was what she called you. Maybe it was something similar. And she keeps showing me like pinching your cheeks, bopping your nose, like this very like innocent, like loving energy towards you.
Mm, mm,
And she's saying like you need to give that love to yourself also. Bop your own nose and be like, wow, like I'm adorable. I'm cute. I like, hug yourself
yeah.
because like she's saying like she showed you that love to tell you you deserved that love, and you deserve to feel that way about yourself. And I'm also seeing like take walks in nature also. That would really, really help you. And
Yeah,
sitting
it
next to
does.
trees.
Yeah.
And they're also telling me like we're protecting everyone in your life also. So know that they're protecting all your loved ones. Like everyone is protected, everyone's good. And they're saying like we just want to see you happy. And I also heard like from like your grandma like why are you worrying about us? We're worrying about you. And yeah, like just really remember that like they're happy and they want you to be happy. And when you're happy, they're going to be happier and then you're going to be happier and then it's just happiness overload all the time. Love overload all the time. And I'm also hearing from your grandmother be patient with yourself on healing and know that like you and like in grieving like take your time with everything and know that everything is working out divinely and have a like more compassion for yourself, like speak to yourself how you would speak to a loved one. Think about yourself the way you would think about a loved one. And I feel that the more you connect with yourself and your inner child and then your intuition, you'll feel way more connected, just because that's just the natural flow. Like that's how you can connect. And they want you to also, just really focus on the present. Ask yourself like what can I do now to be peaceful, to feel calm, to feel joy, and also like having gratitude for like what you have. And it helps a lot of people to do this like every day, like write down a gratitude list, and it will train your brain to focus more on what you have than what you don't. And you know the more gratitude you have, like the more it comes to you. And they really just want you to, like, they just really want you to live life again. That's what they're saying, just live life again. Like, don't stop yourself from living life. And like I said earlier, do something every single day that for yourself. Your grandma is showing me a thumbs up. I feel like she's very like, I feel like that's her saying like good job to you.
Yeah, she knows I will listen. I will listen. Just hard, but I will do it. I will take their advice.
And her saying good job is also saying like you're already doing the work. Like you're already
Mm,
like even the fact that you're already doing so much more than you know. And that's why she's saying good job. And she's gonna keep saying good job, and she's gonna keep guiding you and encouraging you and supporting you and just cheering you on. And also know that love is forever. And ask them today, show me a sign that is clear to me,
yeah.
and you will get the sign. And your brother also says like he loves you.
Does he know that I love him?
Of course he does. He can feel how you feel about him, and he knows you love him, and he's so grateful for you and your love. And he says like you might be asking that because when he was alive he might have not really expressed love as much, or as clearly. You may have not known that he knows that you love him when he
Yeah,
was alive, but he knows everything now. And he knows that, like, he's saying like out of all the people in his life, like, you showed him, especially in those times, he said, when it was really bad and chaotic, you were one of the only people that loved me unconditionally and that still stuck out for me and that didn't turn on me. And he says thank you for that. He says you showed me like what like real unconditional love is.
and he did the same for me.
Yeah, and that's so that's so beautiful. And he really wants you to know he acknowledges all you did for him, and know that he in life, maybe he wasn't as expressive, but like he was always grateful, and he always knew you loved him,
Good.
always. And he says he's saying, I still got your back. I still got your back. I'm watching out for you. And he says, I got better eyes now. I got a better sight now.
Oh, he moved to Australia. We're in the UK, obviously, and he lives there for 20 years. So when he died, he was over there on his own. That's why I was so scared. But he was on his own. And you're right, it was chaos. We don't even know, the cause of him passing. We don't know that. And we knew we loved each other, but, time difference and busy lives, and I didn't always appreciate him. I didn't always tell him, but that's good to know what you said there. That we did go. We went through some really, really tough times when we were younger, and it was me and him against the world, which is why I miss him. But if he's still got my back, that's good.
And that's you know, you know that I felt that earlier. You went through something with him in your childhood, and him mentioning that again is saying like you are so strong, like, and also know that when you were going through that, you had him, like you were never alone, and you're still
Yeah,
not alone. And I'm not sure like if you want to know like the cause of his death, but I did feel earlier like it was a lot to do with his chest or his heart.
yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
yeah, I feel like it was like something with that, like it could have been like a heart attack or something related to that.
Yeah,
And he's saying, I'm like really like I know it was so chaotic, and like he says, I wish it could have been different. I wish it was so different, but it wasn't supposed, like like obviously like he would have wanted it differently, but it was
yeah,
just so many life circumstances, like
yeah,
so many things going on, and he's saying that like a lot of things were just out of his control.
yeah,
And he's also saying like even though you had, when in life you guys were, kind of separated at that point, when he moved, he's saying
yeah,
even though that was happening, like just like in death, like we're still connected to those people. So even if someone moves to a different country, it's like moving to a different realm. It's like you're still connected. And
yeah,
and he's saying that like know that like connection has nothing to do with that person being physically present in front of you. That's what he's trying to emphasize. Like connection has nothing to do with being in present physical presence with them. It's all about that soul connection. And he's saying like you both have that strong soul connection, and he wants you to acknowledge that like soul connections don't know any distance, and that you might even get into telepathy. Like if I feel like you should study it more or learn about it, because that's how mediums speak to the other side. We're using telepathy, and that's how they're trying to speak to you, is through telepathy. And even you can telepathize like with anyone, like living or dead. And like even in animals, you can telepathically communicate with like trees and like all beings. And I feel like if
yeah,
you should like learn more about it and strengthen your skill with it, because then you'll be able to communicate more with them, and you'll realize that distance means nothing.
yeah.
And I'm getting this image of just like a bunch of hearts just falling from the sky, and they're just pouring out all this love for you. Like so much love, like an abundance of love. And I just really, really hope you feel it.
Oh gosh. Oh, you don't know what you've done today. You've done a great thing for me. I was struggling so much because it's my brother he only passed at the end of January, so it's still really raw. There is so much chaos, trying to sort everything out so far away. We can't get there because of COVID. Oh gosh.
Everything will work out. He's saying you don't need to worry about any of the specifics and planning and all of those things. He said, I'm going to work things out. You just need to worry about you and your health, your happiness. I will, and your other angels, like they're figuring everything out for you guys. Like they're helping you all. Know that.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to say that the fact that he passed recently and he's able to come through so strongly shows how much of a strong spirit he is. And also shows he's always like he's been connecting to you.
Yeah.
And he's really saying like you'll be surprised how things will like pan out like just divinely. And like that's why he's trying to emphasize like don't worry or stress about anything. It will all work out. I'm feeling the last thing they want to say to you, especially getting like your grandmother saying like really focus on your health right now, like your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, because especially if they're saying also like you can't help anyone if you can't help yourself. And you really need to make sure you take care of yourself first because you might be in a position where you have to help others. And they're saying you come first.
Yeah.
And I don't know if your grandmother liked tea, but maybe like you can
Oh
make
yeah.
tea for her. You can make
Endless cups of tea.
make tea for her and drink tea out in the patio and have a conversation and just talk to
Yeah.
her about life. Like you don't have to think, like you can just do like most of the talking. And then to say everything you want to say to her, say everything on your mind, be like, this is what I'm going through right now, this is how I'm feeling. Act like she's really there, and then
Yeah.
meditate,
Yeah.
and you'll hear that response. And it will be such a beautiful experience for you. And I feel like if you even make it a routine for yourself, you'd love it.
Yeah. I have started. I'm trying to, in a busy house, get space and time to meditate and concentrate. And before um before my brother passed, I had a few weeks where I just knew something bad was happening. I kept seeing, road traffic accidents and things were happening, and I just got this sense of doom. And then the things that have happened since my brother did pass, and particularly the owl and things. And I thought I've got to. I don't know what it is, but I've got to try and see whether there is anything there. Like you said, we've all got the ability. It's just learning how to use it, isn't it? And
Yeah, and also being open. And I feel that you've already had experiences, you've already had signs. It's just about recognizing them.
yeah,
And I feel for sure like you're on the right path. Like that's what they want you to know. Like, you're on the right path. You're doing all the right things. And the way you're going is leading to more great things. And they want you to know that you're so powerful. You're so powerful.
Thank you so much. I don't know how I can thank you.
Oh, honestly, this doing this was a pleasure on its own. Like I love doing this. So thank you for allowing me to do it for you. And I hope you have such a amazing life. Every single day of your life. I hope every single day is a beautiful day for you because you deserve that.
Thank you. It's just, I took a chance and on Reddit, and here we are, and you've just been the best and helped me so much. You'll never know.
You're helping yourself also, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have been talking right now.
Yeah.
And so also
Thank you.
acknowledge like you're helping yourself right now. And you're
Thank you
so
so much.
loved. You're so loved.
That's so good to know. So comforting.
You have like a million hugs right now.
Right back at them all.
Remember your
Thank you.
strength.
Yeah, it's hard, but I'll try.
Write it down every day.
Yeah.
You should write like sticky notes, keep it on your mirrors. And if you want quiet time, like early morning hours when no one's awake, that's the best time to
Yeah.
meditate.
Yeah. I have teenage daughters, so that's a real good time because they just don't get out of bed. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you taking time, and you give me so much there to think about and to develop going forward. So thank you very much.
Of course. And I hope you remember all of this and just choose happiness every day. Remember that. Choose happiness and love for yourself.
I will. I will. You're just great at this. Thank you so much. Yeah, you don't know what it means. It means I can never thank you enough.
Thank you. That means a lot to me as well. Thank you.
Okay, you take care.
All right. You take care as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Sending love.
Same back.